this kid Shedeur, I think this kid is going to rise to the top. And by the somewhere middle of the season, I think this kid is going to be our starting quarterback.
How have you, sensed the whole Shedeur sort of celebrity and aura that kind of follows him around, and what impact does that have on anything?
I don't know if it has an impact on much, but Shedeur's been great. I mean, he's a lot of fun to be around in those meeting rooms, and I think so far there's been, at least once in the meeting room that he's made.
Whether it's a following that he's earned, I mean, that's something that he's done a great job of interacting with fans, and but he is a great kid. You guys will get to know him more. He's working like crazy, just like all the guys. He's another young man. These rookies, my office is downstairs. As they got to walk by my office as they come in. They come in early, and Shedeur, just like all those guys, he's in there early. He's getting his work done. So he's working really hard.
Patrick Mahomes just said the quiet part out loud, and the internet completely exploded. The golden boy of the NFL didn't just speak. He dropped a glowing bomb about Shedeur Sanders that left every critic gasping for air. Crying, tweeting, scrambling for explanations. It's pure chaos out there. You'd think Mahomes had just crowned Shedeur as the next GOAT, and honestly, that might not be far off. Because this little moment of praise, it didn't just shake things up. It triggered every couch scout and Twitter troll from Kansas City to Cleveland.
Okay, because he did play for Colorado. Without him, what does Colorado do? Without him. And I look at it like that, like, yeah, they may have played okay competition, but for what they did do without him, they might, I could see them being a 0 or a 1 in, maybe a 2 in. You know what I mean? Like, he did go 4, then go 9 with a team that, I'm be honest, I played at SC. How did we think about Colorado? Stat game. Like, feel me? Like, you know what I mean? He literally he took them from uncompetitive to competitive. Okay, I'm all.
Is Mahomes seeing the future or just stirring up the pot for fun? Either way, this story's too wild to miss. Subscribe if you think Shedeur Sanders deserves that QB1 spot. While other quarterbacks are working on their tan lines, counting coconuts, and figuring out how many pina coladas fit in one, Shedeur is in the lab, literally cooking. No beach quotes, no hammock, motivation speeches. He's locked in like the season kicks off tomorrow, and someone just handed him the keys to a billion-dollar franchise. In his mind, he's not waiting for his shot. He already is QB1, and at this point, it's getting impossible to argue with him. Shedeur isn't training. He's dissecting, destroying, and redefining what grind even means.
Sanders will be the first quarterback picked off the board. He should be. In the film that I've seen of a lot of the top guys, I think he's an excellent thrower. You can't really confuse him. I've seen a lot of different teams try to manipulate coverage and disguise, and he does a really good job pre-snap to post-snap. And he can make all the throws and has a lot of guys to throw the foot.
Every throw looks like it came straight from a movie set. Precision passes, rocket arm timing, footwork so clean it looks choreographed by Beyoncé's backup dancers. This isn't an off-season workout. This is a declaration of war on mediocrity. And of course, the haters are losing it. Because after months of calling him all hype, it's got to sting watching him casually rewrite their entire narrative, one spiral at a time. Their excuses? Drying up faster than sunscreen in the Arizona sun. He's just Deion's kid. Gone. He only looked good against weak competition. Obliterated. He won't put in off-season work. Please. The man's up before sunrise, launching missiles while other quarterbacks are deciding which yacht to rent for their weekend escape. Meanwhile, Shedeur isn't renting boats. He's renting space in defensive backs' heads. The offseason was supposed to be quiet, calm, the time to reset and forget about Shedeur Sanders. But he refused to fade away.
For this young man, he's a very hard worker. He has fun when he's in the building. I'm enjoying watching him progress with every single meeting, with every single rep. He's doing a great job. And I think as a young player, I don't care what position you're playing, you're going to run a play or you're going to get something wrong. That's so valuable because then you get to correct it, get it right the next time. And he's doing a really nice job. I think he's showing up early, he's staying late, and he continues to get better every single day. And that's the fun part. But just having him in the meeting room brings a great personality in there. It's fun to have. I sit right behind him. Joe is to my left, to Shedeur's left, and to see those two bounce.
Every time fans tried to look elsewhere, boom, another clip drops. Shedeur throwing a 50-yard laser like it's a warm-up toss. And when that hits social media, Haters everywhere spontaneously combusted. Phones dropped, comments flooded, and suddenly all that online tough talk turned into digital silence. Because when the face of modern football, the symbol of excellence, composure, and domination, puts his stamp of approval on Shedeur Sanders, it's not just a compliment, it's a prophecy. Oh, really? What now? You gonna tell Patrick Mahomes he doesn't know football? Didn't think so. The panic online was instant. You could hear keyboards suffering as the excuses started flying. But he hasn't even played an NFL snap. And that's exactly the point. He hasn't, yet the ones who have are watching him closely, taking notes, and low-key trying to figure out how he makes it look so natural. There's something magnetic about Shedeur Sanders, that rare mix of discipline, swagger, and just enough petty to make it fun to watch.
Quarterback in the room. I have a PhD in quarterbacking, and I say it here loud and clear. Nobody knows quarterback play like me. I don't give a damn what nobody say, because I done played with a bunch of them.
14.
He's better than Dylan Gabriel. He's better than Kenny Pickett. He's better than an old Joe Flacco that's going to give you 3-4 games but can't give you 17. He's better than that.
That's a valid point.
And Deshaun Watson is, he's rehabbing, so he's out in the back room. So
He's not trying to fit into anyone's mold. He's rewriting the entire playbook on what a young quarterback should look like. When Shedeur walks into camp, he doesn't look like a rookie trying to survive. He looks like $1 billion investment walking in slow motion. Forget that I'm just happy to be here energy. He walks in like the franchise already belongs to him. And the wildest part? He doesn't even have to say a word. The same people who laughed when he called himself the best are now glued to the screen, analyzing every move like it's national security footage. His left foot was half an inch off. That's how desperate it's gotten. Meanwhile, Shedeur's not worried about their detective work. The only thing he's off right now is vacation, because he traded beach views for beast mode months ago. It's poetic, watching the transformation unfold.
More long term. He's thinking of it being more comfortable in his skin, coming out being like, hey, look, I'm going to work on my game. I could be doing a lot of other things right now. I could be running around drag racing or doing whatever I need to do, or being in, buying clothes or something. But a couple of days before we're ready to lock and load, I think it's dope that he out there in the middle of the night in the rain, throwing the football, working on his game with the Browns helmet on, letting people know I'm out here representing for the whole city. I'm representing. I like the fact that he's energetically proud to have the Browns.
Last season, he was the flashy kid with the ice on his wrist, the Rolls Royce in his driveway, and a confidence level that made critics twitch. Now, he's the nightmare those same critics can't stop thinking about. He's the twist nobody saw coming. And now that it's happening, it feels obvious. Of course he was going to outwork everyone. Of course he was going to dominate. The man grew up under prime time. Failure has never been part of his DNA. And for the rest of the QB class, buckle up. Because this isn't your typical fairy tale offseason. This isn't about politely waiting in line or learning behind a veteran. This is about breaking the door down before anyone even knows you're inside. Shedeur isn't chasing anyone's approval. He's setting the pace. While other rookies are worried about branding, sponsorships, and photo ops, Shedeur is obsessed with throwing perfection. Ball placement so sharp it could split atoms. He's not out here trying to earn a roster spot. He's planning a full-on takeover. Every rep, every throw, every drop of sweat is a warning shot to the league. You really thought I was just a backup? The jealousy is dripping through comment sections like sweat in July. You can feel it. Because his game has evolved so fast it's made the haters' entire argument obsolete. Shedeur isn't checking boxes anymore. He's lighting them on fire and walking through the smoke like it's nothing. And that's exactly what terrifies people. Because if Shedeur Sanders keeps up this pace, if he walks into the draft process with the same fire, confidence, and laser precision, a lot of NFL teams are going to look real foolish for ever doubting him. And the best part? He knows it.
Is so explosive because these are serious, big-time, top-of-the-line playmakers that they have. If you can go 45-42 in the fourth quarter because your quarterback set the school record with 510 yards passing. He was flawless. Shedeur is big-time. I didn't know for sure, will it translate to the next level of competition? Yes, it might translate to the next level of competition as he can play on.
Every deep strike in shorts, every perfectly placed bomb in practice, every calm stare that screams, "I told you so," without a single word. It's all part of the show. Shedeur isn't just training for the NFL. He's prepping to own it. He's not trying to blend in or earn respect. He's walking in with swagger and substance, ready to crush the lazy myth that he's all flash and no fundamentals. And now, That recognition is finally landing. Slowly, painfully, and oh, so begrudgingly. Those same people who swore he wouldn't even crack the top 3 on a depth chart are now watching their old takes rot in real time. It's poetic. It's chaotic. It's beautiful. QB1 is too busy becoming undeniable to even respond. And now it's all coming full circle. Shedeur doesn't want to start, he expects to. His fans already have their Sundays planned around him. They've seen the throws, the calmness, the clutch poise. They're not asking if he's ready anymore. They're asking why this is even a debate. But haters? Oh, they never clock out. They're like seasonal allergies. Loud, annoying, and always showing up when nobody asked. He's just riding the hype.
He's kind of a unique quarterback because obviously his dad is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And he's come into the NFL with a little bit of a celebrity status that we don't typically see in quarterbacks. Does that present, do you have to evaluate him in a different sense?
Like I mentioned before, he's been raised the right way. He's got a great way about him. Obviously, when you're the son of a Hall of Famer, there's a lot that goes with that. I think the benefits of that have been really impressive for him. I think you see a young man that understands what comes with this job, understands the work that goes into this job. So I'd say it's been a...
He hasn't faced real NFL pressure. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, those same critics who once crowned other quarterbacks the future after one good pro day and a few shiny cone drills. Funny how that works. But when it's Shedeur, suddenly confidence, precision, and actual talent are too much. It's like watching people panic because the new kid showed up to class and aced every test. And here's the thing, they're running out of excuses fast. His game tape is doing laps around their weak takes. Even the crustiest analysts, the ones who used to treat his name like a typo, are slowly backpedaling. One by one, they're waking up like they just discovered flavor. Now it's, hey, maybe this kid can sling it, or maybe he really does have poise under pressure. It's hilarious watching the switch up in real time. The same folks who ignored him are now suddenly acting like they've been believers from day one. It's like watching someone frantically try to unsend a tweet. Oh, you meant that Shedeur? Yeah, that one. The same Shedeur who's been dropping dimes while they were typing out articles saying he peaked in college. The same Shedeur who's been reading defenses like open book quizzes while they struggled to keep up with the highlights. Because the Shedeur effect isn't just a catchy fan slogan anymore. It's a full-blown phenomenon shaking up the NFL conversation. What used to sound like hype on social media has become a very real, very uncomfortable truth for every analyst who played it safe and every team that assumed coach's kid meant clipboard carrier. The effect is spreading, slipping into film rooms, echoing through meeting halls and showing up in those quiet moments when coaches realize their safe QB pick looks like he's buffering Netflix on the field while Shedeur Sanders is out there launching lasers. And the best part? Shedeur knows it. He's not oblivious to the shift. He's orchestrating it. He's not out here bragging or begging for attention. He's letting the tape do all the talking.
Worked his tail off. You know, he's really putting a lot of work, as all those guys are. But you know, you could tell on the mental side of the game and learning the system and calling it and having that rhythm to it. You know, he's put a lot of work and time and effort into that. And then when you do that, the game starts to slow down and you can focus on finding completions. And he's done a nice job of that as camp's progressed.
At this point, can you realistically see any one of these 4 guys winning this job?
I mean, yeah, you can see them all winning the job, I think, right? And so in terms of the competition, we're so early in the process. We're so early in evaluating it. But yeah, I think, you know, we have a good group of guys that are continuing to push one another. And
while critics keep running their mouths, he's smirking, stepping up, and throwing yet another perfect out route that makes defensive backs question their career choices. This isn't some underdog fairy tale anymore. This is domination in real time. There's no off switch, no easing in, no waiting period. Every throw, every audible, every read is another reason to just hand him the damn ball. And his fans? Oh, they're done playing nice. They're ready to storm the gates if he's not QB one by week 1. Nobody wants to hear about earning it slowly or waiting his turn. This isn't a loyalty rewards program, it's football. And if the best man on the field isn't starting, somebody's got some serious explaining to do. Preferably with receipts, stats, and maybe a lie detector test. Even inside the locker room, the vibe has changed. You can feel it. Players know exactly who's putting in the most work, who's setting the tone, and who's raising the bar just by stepping into the huddle. Shedeur Sanders isn't competing for a job. He's redefining the standard. The backups are nervous, the starters are motivated, and the whole team is buzzing because when your rookie carries himself like a 10-year vet with something to prove, it forces everyone around him to lock in tighter. That right there? That's leadership. That's the Shedeur effect. And here's the delicious irony. The louder the critics get, the calmer he becomes. He doesn't flinch, Doesn't lash out, doesn't even blink. He just keeps cooking. Efficient, precise, relentless.
Shedeur Sanders should clearly be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns this year, and any other result would absolutely be laughable. Steele Dorsey, quick Culligan water cooler talk here. Why the hell are the Browns having a quarterback competition anyway? Like, wouldn't the best case scenario be start Shedeur for 17 games, you get ticket prices that go up, you get to see if he's a good quarterback or not, and if he's bad, you got 2 picks in the first round next year, and you get another stab at your franchise quarterback. But what if he's good? And you finally solve the number one position in all of sports? It's the ultimate win-win. It's good for us, it's good for y'all, and at the end of the day, who wouldn't want to see a little...
Meanwhile, the haters are out here digging for flaws like bargain hunters at a yard sale, praying to find something, anything to hold on to. There's nothing left to debate. It's like trying to tear down a skyscraper with a butter knife. At this point, keeping Shedeur Sanders on the bench would feel like a bad comedy sketch. Performance art disguised as strategy. Imagine this. The offense sputters. The crowd gets restless, and the camera pans to Shedeur pacing on the sideline with that trademark look, the one that says, "Put me in and watch what happens." The fans will explode. The analysts will sigh in disbelief.
Confirmed on this very vlog where he is going in this NFL draft. I honestly think he can get this team back to the golden age. Let's talk about possible scenarios. With the Tennessee Titans needing a starting quarterback and them likely drafting Cam Ward, let's be honest, he's the better prospect. The earliest team to draft Shedeur Sanders would be the New York Giants. NFL fans don't think this could happen. Why? They just added not one, but 2 veteran quarterbacks. One being Jameis Winston, the other being Russell Wilson. It seems like the quarterback...
And somewhere in the front office, executives will be refreshing their resumes, pretending they didn't see this coming. The wildest part? Even the haters know what's next. Deep down, they can feel it. That moment when the coaches finally cave to the obvious truth. When the team collectively decides, you know what? Screw it. He's ready. And when that happens, it's over. Because once Shedeur gets the reins, he's not giving them back. Ever. He's not a stand-in, not a temporary spark, not some we'll see how it goes experiment. He's the kind of quarterback you build entire playbooks around. The kind who changes how coaches call games and how defenders sleep at night. He's that guy, the one who makes even veterans rethink their limits. And when he takes over, watch how fast the haters pivot. Well, let's see if he can do it consistently. Spoiler alert, he will, and while they're scrambling for new excuses, fans will be too busy chanting his name, waving his jersey, and flooding timelines with highlight clips that look like movie trailers. Because this isn't just about potential anymore, it's about inevitability. Shedeur Sanders isn't waiting for permission. He's forcing the future to arrive early. Every throw, every drive, every quiet stare from the sideline is a countdown to the moment the league realizes they slept on a star. Trying to hold Shedeur Sanders back was the funniest miscalculation in football history. And now, everyone's about to find out why the joke's over. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Sunday Stories,